Good day. Welcome. We have arrived at another session of our yoga time together. Today we will be moving through a pretty slow flow of things. Not quite yin, because we are going to do some extra stuff for the upper body, but we'll certainly keep it pretty low and slow to the ground. And we're aiming for about 30 minutes today. So this will be a wonderful session for you to add in with ease anytime you might need a break in the day. So let's start just centering for a moment, seated on the shins, or if you prefer to sit down on your hips, go for it. We're just here for a minute or so. Close down through the eyes. And as you exhale, just feel that sensation of dropping into yourself. Notice that with each exhale, you're able to drop in a little bit more. So there's almost this sense of a trickling waterfall moving down your body, softening your shoulders with each exhale. Softening tension out of the muscles and the tissues. Feeling that sense of washing away any stickiness or heaviness. And this is the space that we are aiming for throughout our practice today. So this ability to drop in as we move through the asanas, as we move through the breath. Gently blink open through the eyes on your next inhale and walk your fingers towards your kneecaps. So if you were in a cross-legged position, you'll come up now into your thunderbolt pose. Make sure that your hips are tucked in between your heels, hands are on the knees. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round. And open. So continue with this seated cat-cow. The movements do not need to be big, but the movements do need to be coordinated with the breath. So keep a fairly moderate pace. We don't want to go too slow and get too sleepy here. We want to keep the tissues in a space where they're awake and active so that they can wring out the gunky stuff that's no longer serving. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. So it's almost tapping in to full Kundalini speed, but we're not going quite that quick. Good. Let's do one more breath in and out. And slowly sitting up. Walk your hands forward. Come into your tabletop pose. Let's begin with the right arm. So draw your navel up and in so you can tap into some lightness here in your table, and bring the right fingers out to the right, palm face down, shoulder height. Integrate through your left side. Make sure you didn't become lopsided in your body, and reach the right fingers to the ceiling as you push the right knee down. Draw your navel in. Enjoy another full breath in. And on the breath out, right arm comes down and threads over to the left, bringing your right shoulder down, bringing the right side of your head down. Left fingertips press into the mat, 90 degrees with the left arm, wrist, elbow, shoulder. And maybe you can gaze up to your left shoulder and also press into your right knee. Feel the right side of your hips lift the tiniest bit as your navel draws in. If this feels good for you here, you could walk your left toes out to the left, sole of the foot down to the mat, and your right hand can reach to hang on to the outer edge of your left foot. So you feel a resistance between your hand and foot to improve the sensation of stretch in the right side of the neck. Now, if that feels good, looking up to the left shoulder, you could walk the left fingers to the top right corner of your yoga mat. And we breathe in and out here in whichever form you've chosen today. Make sure it feels good because we still have a few more breaths. We do want to be in the space of being active and softening. So we activate a bit more awareness on our inhales and we ground into that awareness on our exhales. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Bring your left hand back underneath the left shoulder. Release your right hand and come into table with your left leg out to the left. So if it was already there, then it just stays, and if it's not there yet, you bring it over. Upper body floats up. Arms sweep around and up. Left hand comes down to the left leg, right hand reaches over. So getting a big stretch out of the right hip. Beautiful. And then let's come all the way up, over and down, right fingertips to the ground, right palm to the ground, left leg floats up, left fingers reach up. Then you could bend the left knee and grab the ankle with your right hand, drawing the right or left heel to your left glute, and open the chest to the ceiling. Beautiful. Then gently release the left foot, come all the way back up. Hands come forward and down, left knee pulls in. Table pose. Cat-cow, arch the back up on an exhale. And dip the belly down on an inhale. Neutral spine. Navel's drawing in, your spine is lovely and supported here. Left fingertips reach out to the left, shoulder height. Solidify through your right arm, balance through your hips. Push the right hand down, left fingers sweep up, left knee pushes down. Think of stacking the shoulders. Isn't that great? Yes, nice and open. On an exhale, thread the needle. So the left arm comes down and over to the right. Lay the left shoulder down. Right palm comes onto the mat in front of the face, 90 degrees with the right arm. So check out the wrist, elbow, and shoulder. Now you can gently press into your right hand to adjust and maybe even look up to the right shoulder. Now press into your right knee and gently lift your left hip the tiniest bit. Find awareness through your hips. If available with ease, your right foot can come out to the right, lengthening the right leg. Maybe your left hand crawls on top of the outer edge of the right foot. And we can stay here. Right elbow facing the ceiling, looking to the right shoulder. If available, right fingers walk to the top left corner of the yoga mat. Ish. And we keep looking up. So wherever you're at in this posture is fabulous. Just continue to hold and breathe. Of course, if you moved into an edge that becomes a bit too deep, you can always back off. You can always take a break. Full breath cycles in and out. Enjoy that space you can gain through the left side of the neck here. Maybe you can feel it deep within your traps or even into your shoulder blades. Nice and easy. Right palm comes back underneath the right elbow. You can release the left hand. Bring the palms back down to the mat and extend your right leg out to the right if you have not already. Upper body comes up. Beautiful. Let's circle the arms around and up and reach over to the right. Left fingers reach, right hand is onto the right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Then let's come back up to center and gently drop left hand, so fingertips and palm down to the mat. Right leg floats up. Right leg bends, right hand grabs the ankle and just pull that heel toward your right glute, getting some lovely opening here. Breathe in, breathe out. And slowly release that leg back out. Bring your upper body back up. Palms come down, shift back to table, right knee comes in. Let's drop the elbows down and find dolphin pose. Lift the knees and hips up. Gaze at the space between the elbows. Full inhale and exhale. Two more cycles of breath. Walk your toes a little closer to your face, stacking your hips over your shoulders a tiny bit more. And exhale, knees lower down. Roll up to seated on your shins. Beautiful. So of course, use whatever support you need here to make this position a bit more comfortable, and just start rolling through the shoulders. And do it at a fairly moderate pace. We don't want to go too slow here. And just get the gunk moving around. Bless you. Keep rolling the shoulders. So keep rolling them to the point where you start to feel heat building. So you might need to speed it up a little bit. And then come into stillness. Now, open through your heels, feeling your hips between your heels. Fingers come forward ahead of the knees so you can pull your chest forward and push your bum back. Then, once you find your balance, interlace the fingers behind your back, draw the base of palms together, draw the elbows together, open your throat, knuckles reach to the wall behind you. Get the thumbs away from the body as best as you can. And just breathe in and out of the nose. Focus on that, the ability to lift the pinky fingers closer to the ceiling perhaps, and the knuckles to the wall behind you. Feel the sense of your face muscles getting a stretch, the muscles in your throat and neck. Notice the heat build in the body. Breathe in and out. And nice and easy from here. Keep the fingers reaching back. Bow your head to the ground till your forehead comes down. Roll to the crown. Reach your knuckles to the ceiling. Rabbit pose. Breathe in and out. Slowly release your hands. Let your hips come to your heels as your hands reach for your heels. So now you're hanging on, and you can draw your forehead a tiny bit closer to your knees. Be kind to yourself here. Lift the hips up, come back to rabbit pose. Full inhale and exhale, looking at the space between your toes. Feeling the beautiful stretch across the neck and the shoulders as you hang onto your heels. And on an exhale, lower the hips down. Let's do one more inhale. Come up into your rabbit pose. Grabbing onto the ankles. Hips away from the heels. Breathe in and out. And gently lower the hips back down. Reach your arms forward, look forward to the hands, and then allow your head to come down, forehead to the mat, child's pose. Notice your breathing. Your body might be really enjoying the exhales at this point. We did lots of release for the nervous system. So allow your body to enjoy the breathing. Rock your head side to side. Fabulous. Come into stillness and roll yourself back up to seated on the shins. Hips are between the heels. Let your chin drop to your chest. Right ear rolls over to the right shoulder. Look gently up to the ceiling. And look down to the right shoulder. Gently up to the ceiling. And to the shoulder. One more time, looking up to the ceiling. And exhale down to the shoulder. And then look forward and roll the chin through center. Then roll left ear to left shoulder. Pause here for a moment and gaze upward, looking to the ceiling. Notice the shift of the stretch here and look down to your left shoulder. Look back up to the ceiling and down to the shoulder. One more time, looking up and down. And look forward. Roll the chin back to center and up. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders. Do it kind of quick again. Get all the gunky stuff out. Good, and then stop the rolling and just shrug the shoulders up, drop them down heavy. Up, down, up, down. So just keep doing that, but be mindful that you don't end up tucking your head down into your shoulders. It's just a movement of the shoulders. This is great for releasing any gunk stuck in the lymphatic system as well, around the ears and the neck and the shoulders and the armpits. So get a nice lift and a heavy drop. Again, mindful that you're not tucking your head down, so keep your neck feeling long. Let your breath just move naturally here. Beautiful. Keep going. We're almost there. Just shrug that stuff out. Hopefully everything's starting to get a little tired. That's what we want to feel. We want to let the muscles get to that point where they're like, fine, I'll let go of this stuff. And just release. Come into stillness. Breathe in, breathe out. And switch out the feet. So now we are coming into a cross-legged position. With whatever support you may need, of course, just make it feel easy. We'll start first with the left palm underneath the left glute, and in a way that's comfortable. So like, don't sit on your hand so it doesn't feel good. Just kind of tuck your hand under that hip. And then look to the right. And look forward. So you be the judge, okay? We all have different bits of tension. If that felt okay for you, you could slide your left hand over to the right glute and it will deepen your stretch as you then look back to the right and look back forward. So you be the judge for you. And whenever you find your edge, just look back through center and to the right, center and right. And after maybe 5 reps of looking to the right, look center and lean your right ear to your right shoulder, and your right hand can come to the outer side of the skull to help you a little bit here. Remember, we're not pulling to hurt ourselves. We're very simply just encouraging ourselves to be present with this asana. Notice how you breathe. Ease off with your grip and look down to your right armpit. The right hand can cup the back of the skull. And gently release. Come back to center, undo through the arms. Enjoy a breath in and out and a couple shoulder rolls. Beautiful. We'll do the other side. So now the right hand comes underneath the right glute, and you can just look over to the left. And then look back to center. So if that was a lot, then you know that you're going to stay there. Maybe you're switching your right palm over to your left glute. Okay? And then we look back over to the left and forward. So just looking to the side and center. And do it like 3 times, 5 times. And once you come back to center, then lean the left ear to the left shoulder, and you could use your right hand to help you out here. Or your left hand rather, sorry, coming to the right side of your skull. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice and easy. Ease off so you can look down to your left armpit and cup the back of your skull with your left hand. Breathe in and out here. And gently release. Come back to center, undo the arms, and do a few shoulder rolls. Fabulous. Come into stillness. Sweep the legs around back as you come down onto your belly. As you come down onto your belly, draw your chin to the mat and untuck your toes so your throat is open here. Bring the hands behind your back and interlace the fingers. Cross one thumb over the other. Elbows draw together. Knuckles reach to the wall behind you. Thumbs away from the hips. Breathe in and out. And float your head up and your chest just a tiny bit. Full breath in. Lift the chest a little more. Press the tops of the feet down. Breathing out, hold. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly release. Come all the way down. Right arm reaches forward. Left hand helps you roll onto the back. Shoulder blades flat. Lengthen both legs down. Arms relax down by the sides. Out a little bit at maybe 45-degree angle-ish. Now look to the right and point your left toes. And then come back to center and look to the left and point your right toes. And center, switch, point the left toes as you look right. Center, switch, point the right toes as you look left. Beautiful. Do one more each way. And make sure you can get a really nice point through the toes to accentuate the stretch that happens in the neck. And we'll come back to center. Closing down through the eyes. Full breath in, full breath out. Scan through your body. Notice how your body is feeling. Allow yourself to drop in with every exhale. Notice your ability to simply be with yourself and bring quiet to your mind and body. And rock your head side to side. Eventually, come back to stillness. Enjoy a lovely stretch and reach of your arms overhead. Point your toes away from you. And on the exhale, drag your heels along the ground to bend your knees and bring them into the chest for a lovely squeeze. Hug yourself here. Rock side to side. Whatever feels good. And eventually, roll yourself up, however you'd like to, into a seated position, whatever feels comfortable for you. And let's bring the palms into Anjali Mudra in front of the heart as we sit tall. So be sure to honor yourself in your practice. We don't want to be slouching at the end of our practice. We didn't do all of that work to become disconnected to our posture, right? We do all this work to become more connected to all of these inner spaces and intricacies of being in this body. So let's draw a deep breath in of loving gratitude into ourselves, and a full breath out of loving gratitude for everyone else. And thank you for our practice today. Namaste. And I sure hope you feel nice and open and refreshed and a little relaxed. Let me know how it went for you in the comments. I'll see you all again very soon for some more awesomeness. Much love.